It is Damage CTRL going up against The Way. Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae team up against Dakota Kai and Dakota Kai and Bayley. As these four women have unfinished business, as Candice LeRae leg trips Dakota Kai and going for an early backslide, lateral press, and Dakota Kai kicks out. Missed the punch, but gets the knife edge chop. Dakota Kai reverses Candice LeRae. Double stomp. Leg trip, double stomp by Dakota Kai. Knocking the wind out of Candice LeRae. Candice reverses Dakota Kai. Code breaker. Lateral press. And Bayley runs in, as does Indi Hartwell. Indi's just facing off with Bayley. Indi's got to get herself out of the ring. DDT. And another lateral press. I mean, I saw it off camera, but it looked like Indi Hartwell might be going after Bayley. Indi and Bayley are going at it on the floor. Indi and Bayley are going at it on the floor. That didn't take too long. It looked like Bayley got introduced to the announcer's table. Dakota Kai with such athletic prowess, showing herself in the ring. Neck snap by Dakota Kai takes down Candice. I mean, that can't feel good for Dakota Kai, having her knee introduced to the ring. Swinging neckbreaker by Candice LeRae takes down Dakota Kai. Another neckbreaker by Candice LeRae takes down Dakota Kai. Dakota rolls to the outside, but Candice LeRae, tope suicida, and a DDT. Dakota Kai can't get time away from Candice LeRae. Candice positions herself on the top rope, but it took too long to get her to the top rope as Dakota Kai beals her off the top. But Candice, it's too early. Candice kicks out at the count of one, before the count of one. Candice, and a deep arm drag by Dakota Kai. A deep arm drag by Dakota Kai takes over. Candice LeRae, textbook and simple. Textbook and simple as Dakota Kai goes sailing over the top rope. And Indi Hartwell has now been introduced into the matchup. Indi with a straight right hand takes down Dakota Kai. Dakota started clawing her way to Bayley. Oh, hard to follow and even harder to understand. Just a slap right to the face of Indi Hartwell. Such disrespect from Dakota Kai. Indi reverses Dakota Kai. Indi reverses Dakota Kai. Straight kick. Dakota Kai again reverses Indi Hartwell. Forearm shiver. If I was Dakota Kai, I'd be looking to tag Bayley. Leg trip. Simple takedown, a simple reversal, and Dakota Kai kicks out. Indi Hartwell looks a little bit more surprised than she should be. DDT takedown. Again, Dakota Kai is trying to claw her way to Bayley, but Indi and Candice are doing a great job of keeping things. Hammerlock DDT, but too close to the ropes. Too close to the opposite corner is Dakota Kai as Bayley saves her tag team partner. You gotta figure that maybe the winners of this matchup, as Dakota Kai gets out of the way and sends Indi Hartwell sailing over the top rope. You gotta figure that the winners of this matchup, as Bayley actually sends the Indi right back into the ring. But again, now I'm gonna say it again, as Dakota goes sailing off the apron from Indi Hartwell. I'm going to say it again, that the winners of this match may be potentially top contenders for the tag team titles in the women's division. So we may see potentially either Damage CTRL or Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae challenge whomever the tag team champions are. And also the possibility that Damage CTRL could be the tag team champions. Dakota Kai and Io Sky, or maybe Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm not really sure who the women's tag team champions are. But But what I do know is, as Indi Hartwell tries to surprise Dakota Kai with a lateral press, and Dakota Kai kicks out as Candice cuts off Bayley. Candice cut off Bayley. Hammer thrown in the corner as Dakota Kai has been... Dakota Kai... It's usually the heels that separate the baby faces. As Candice LeRae takes a cheap shot, I'm starting to think maybe Damage CTRL might be the baby faces in this one. First lateral press on the matchup, and Dakota Kai again is surprised that it's still this long in the matchup, and she can't get a pinfall on Indi Hartwell or Candice LeRae. Dakota Kai shows some life. Dakota Kai shows some life. Reversing Indi Hartwell in the corner. And now Bayley is in the match for the very first time. Bayley's in the match for the very first time. Fireman's carry takeover by Indi Hartwell. Textbook takeover. Bayley gets sent into the corner. Clothesline bulldog combination by Indi Hartwell takes down Bayley. Lateral press. And just as Bayley kicks out, Dakota Kai breaks up the pinfall. As Candice gets tagged in, and Candice LeRae is back legal in this matchup, as I'm sure Candice LeRae wants to prove herself against Bayley after how their match went when they went one-on-one. Candice reverses Bayley. And Candice LeRae locks her up. The Wicked Stepsister is upcoming. The Wicked Stepsister is connected by Candice LeRae. Candice. Bayley just house of fire back to Candice LeRae, almost like she was pissed off that Candice got the better of her on that occasion. I don't know what happened there. I think Bayley reversed Candice, whatever she was trying to do there. Maybe a forearm shiver. A deep arm drag again. Textbook arm drags by both Dakota Kai and Bayley. Belly to belly, a belly to back suplex. Shoots the half for Bayley. And again, Candice and Indi Hartwell have not stayed down for the count for more than a 1 count. Bayley gets taken down with a DDT from Candice LeRae. Candice up top, moonsault. I don't know why she didn't go for the cover there and why she's going for the cover now. But Bayley kicks out at the count of 2, the closest we've gotten to the end of the matchup thus far. And Candice LeRae seems disappointed as Bayley catches her with a knee right to the top of the head. Just a slap. Such disrespect on the part of both Bayley and Dakota Kai as both Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell have gotten slapped in the face by the respective members of Damage CTRL as Candice LeRae is greeted with Dakota Kai back in the match. Hurricane Rana takeover by Candice. Wait a second, Dakota Kai catches Candice. Candice wasn't expecting the devastation kick. Candice wasn't expecting the devastation kick, but Indi Hartwell's right in the ring just as the cover comes down, as it is the first time. Wait a second, possum pin, possum pin. Candice was playing possum. Candice was playing possum, but Dakota Kai kicked out either way. What a few seconds there. As Dakota Kai finally blocks the punches, it was a gang of ferocity from Candice LeRae. Snap suplex connects from Dakota Kai. Candice is so out of sorts that she's crawling to the wrong corner. Candice is so out of sorts that she's crawling to the wrong corner. From pillar to post, left to right. Incoming with a big kick to the mush for Dakota Kai, as Dakota Kai's now choking the life out of Candice LeRae, relieving anything as far as if you wanted to know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. Indi Hartwell doesn't even hesitate. Indi Hartwell jumps back into the ring as Candice LeRae does the smart thing and rolls to the outside. As the pendulum has swung clearly and consistently in the direction of Dakota and Bayley. Candice pops back up. Code breaker. Candice. What the hell is Candice LeRae doing here? Candice LeRae swinging neckbreaker from the middle rope. Swinging neckbreaker from the middle rope. And Dakota Kai somehow, someway, Dakota Kai kicked out. Somehow, someway, Dakota Kai kicked out. I don't believe it. Somehow, someway, Dakota Kai kicked out. Candice, I think she's just taking her time. But to be fair, Indi Hartwell's doing more on the floor to Dakota Kai than Bayley did when Candice was on the opposite team. Whatever Candice LeRae was trying for there, whether it was a vertical suplex or maybe a neck breaker, it could to no avail as Dakota Kai. What a maneuver there by Dakota Kai. A spin-out facebuster DDT maneuver. Some sort of maneuver there as Dakota Kai now has her eyes on Indi Hartwell. Candice got to get back up, because if she doesn't get back up and get back in the ring, the match is over. Wait. Candice has got to fight. Candice has got to fight. Because right now her tag team partner's down for the count. As Dakota Kai got deserved revenge on Indi Hartwell, as Bayley is surprisingly she's going for a tag again. Hammer throw into the corner, takes down Dakota Kai. Indi gets tagged in. Dakota Kai reverses Indi Hartwell. Kicks to the hamstring, tightening up the hamstring. I don't know what's going on here. Drop kick to the knee. Excuse me, European uppercut. Wait a second. Indi Hartwell picked a poor time to go to the top rope. Indi Hartwell picked a poor time to go to the top rope. Hot tag to Bayley. Hot tag to Bayley. But Indi Hartwell reverses Bayley. Straight punch. Indi Hartwell. Hammerlock DDT. But Dakota Kai doesn't even hesitate like Indi Hartwell did on her side. Dakota Kai didn't even hesitate. Got the ladder, broke up the pinfall before the count of one. Forearm shivers right to the back. Right to the small of the back, Indi Hartwell. Indi's back up. And back down with a big right hand by Dakota Kai. Candice LeRae gets back into the ring. And just as Candice breaks it up, Indi Hartwell kicks out. Frequent tags by Damage CTRL, showing the cohesiveness of Damage CTRL, Bayley and Dakota Kai. Bayley sends Indi Hartwell into the ropes, ducks down, leapfrog. Thesz press by Bayley, but not the Thesz press you know of. She's just banging the back of Indi Hartwell's head into the mat. Wait a second. Side slam by Indi. Side slam by Indi, but Dakota Kai doesn't even hesitate again. And Dakota Kai's in the ring just as the ref goes down for the count of one. Possum pin. Possum pin. Another one count. Another one count. I don't know what Indi was going for there, but Bayley reversed her. T-bone suplex by Bayley. Again, they're so disjointed. But Indi was able to turn around. Indi was able to turn around and get the hot tag to Candice LeRae, but to no avail as Candice gets cut off by Dakota Kai and a snap suplex. Candice does the smart thing, creates some distance. Candice does the smart thing and creates some distance between herself and Dakota Kai. Candice is back into the ring. Dakota Kai catches her. Dakota Kai catches her. Dakota Kai catches her. Feel the glow. Dakota Kai has Feel the Glow locked in. Dakota Kai has Feel the Glow locked in. But Candice LeRae's not going down without a fight. Candice LeRae's not going down without a fight. Bayley realizes Indi Hartwell's still down on the floor. Candice LeRae has got to fight to keep in this matchup. Candice LeRae has got to fight to keep in this matchup. Bayley doesn't even know if she should get in the ring or if she shouldn't. Indi Hartwell's back up. Indi Hartwell is back up. Indi Hartwell got back up. I guess she had faith in Candice LeRae that Candice was not going to submit. Candice with a big clothesline takes down Dakota Kai. Drop kick to the back. Wait a second. The chiropractor by Dakota Kai. And again, just as the referee goes down, Indi Hartwell's in the ring. Indi Hartwell doesn't even hesitate. Doesn't even give Bayley the opportunity. Bayley's got to get out of the ring. Big splash off the top rope. Off the middle rope by Dakota Kai. Bayley's out of the ring. Dakota went for that one too many times. Big lariat by Candice. As Indi drops to the floor and meets Dakota Kai on the outside. Dakota Kai rolls to the outside to get some distance, but Indi Hartwell doesn't even give her the chance. Wait a second. No way. The chiropractor again. And again, Indi Hartwell. Just as the referee goes down, Indi Hartwell gets the ladder, jumps in the ring, but you see the exhaustion on the face of Indi Hartwell. You see the exhaustion on all four of these women. The exhaustion is mounting on all four of these women. The referee's not even down yet, and Indi Hartwell's already in the ring, ready to break up the pinfall. Bayley's getting frustrated. Indi's got to get out of the ring. Candice has got to show some life. And maybe go for a tag. Codebreaker. But Candice LeRae's down. Candice LeRae stirring and finally got back up, but she was not able to capitalize as that codebreaker took too much out of her. As Bayley just catches her with a right hand. Basement dropkick by Bayley. As Bayley goes for the tag, Candice LeRae goes for the hot tag to Indi Hartwell. Candice LeRae goes for the hot tag to Indi Hartwell, and Indi again is cut off. So as the educated feet of Dakota Kai come in clutch. Dakota sends Indi into the corner. You know what comes next from pillar to post to left to right. Dakota Kai with the haluva kick. And chokes the life at Indi Hartwell. And Dakota Kai is choking the life at Indi Hartwell. Dakota Kai looks like she's going for the tag to Bayley. Dakota Kai has done the chiropractor. Dakota Kai has done the devastation kick. But Bayley has yet to land the Rose Plant. Not even a 1 count yet, and Dakota Kai's in the ring. My question is, Candice LeRae's just getting on the... Candice is just getting back on the apron now. The hammerlock DDT. 2. And Bayley kicked out. I don't believe it. Somehow, someway, Bayley was able to kick out of that hammerlock DDT. I don't know how at this point in the matchup Bayley was still able to kick out. Bayley's back up. Straight right hand by Indi Hartwell. Straight right hand by Indi Hartwell. Bayley reverses Indi. I don't know how Bayley still has this composure to be able to fight back. This is just the veteran prowess of Bayley. The championship experience. Or the champion experience. Right in front of... She's got to stop doing it so close. Right in front of her... Right in front of the cohorts. Indi tags out. Indi Hartwell tags out to Candice LeRae. The exhaustion is mounting for these four women. As you see Candice coming back into the ring. And you just see the exhaustion on her face. You can feel the exhaustion. And too close to not stop the count. To not stop the tag. To Bayley. Side slam takes down Dakota Kai. Side slam takes down Dakota Kai. Wicked stepsister upcoming. Wicked stepsister upcoming. The Wicked Stepsister. The Wicked Stepsister by Candice LeRae. Hammer throw into the corner. Hammer throw into the corner by Candice LeRae. Candice sends Dakota Kai into the opposite corner. They go for the double team. I don't know why Candice LeRae tagged out. To be honest with you, I don't know why Candice LeRae tagged out. And Indi Hartwell tags back out to Candice. Dakota Kai reversed it. Wait a second. You know what comes next? The devastation kick. The devastation kick. But Indi Hartwell again is right in the ring just as the count goes down. And Indi Hartwell again breaks up the lateral press. This match may never end. This match may never end. The amount of pinfalls we've seen in this matchup. Candice LeRae reverse. Goes for the elbow strike, but Dakota Kai saw it coming. Dakota Kai gets taken down. Opposite side of the ring. And Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell did it the only way they could. They surprised Dakota Kai with the lateral press. And Candice and Indi Hartwell. Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell get the victory over Damage CTRL in what was an incredible matchup between Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell against Damage CTRL in what was an incredible matchup. These four women put on a spectacle tonight and gave everything they had in that ring, or put everything they had in that ring, and Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae leave the victors. With that being said, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next